to a new video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Rose and thank you for taking the time out to click that thumbnail. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having an amazing day and I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. It's been a little while, so I wanted to sit down and film another update for my 2022 Pan That palette. I believe this is like my second update over here on my channel, but it is in fact like my fourth or fifth over on my Instagram. So we're just gonna go ahead with, this is my 2022 Pan That palette update. I know on my last update I said I was going to try to make it a point and be as consistent as I possibly could on my 2022 Pan That palette for you guys. But since starting my eyeshadow palette declutter, I've kind of had that as my main focus right now, on top of everything that has been going on at home as well. It's been rather difficult for me to be as consistent as I once was, but I do promise you guys that I will get back into being consistent and uploading every week. Please do not give up on me, and to just kind of keep that faith that I will be able to bring you guys the content that you know and love from me. So if you still want to see how well I have done the past 2 months on my 2022 Pan That palette, then just make sure to keep on watching. But you guys, before we get into this, if you like these kind of videos and you want to see more, stop right now and like it. And if you want to see more content from me, then make sure you're subscribed. I put out content weekly, well, sometimes, so you don't want to miss out on all the fun. Also, make sure to check the down bar for all my other links to all my other social media platforms. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop on into this update. Just watch me tear them down. I'm gonna tear them down. So for the past going on almost 3 years now, I've been doing a Pan That palette on my YouTube channel as well as my Instagram page. The past 2 years, I have kind of been posting palette options on my Instagram page and letting you guys kind of vote and pick which palette you want me to pan each year since last year, starting with the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde, which I will go ahead and put the playlist to that in the cards for you guys. This year, you guys went ahead and chose the Too Faced Teddy Bear palette, so I have been painting this so far for the year 2022. Very beautiful, very everyday, easy, wearable, approachable palette. So I can definitely appreciate the fact that you guys chose something that is not only beautiful, but also very easy to use on a daily basis. It's been great to kind of give myself that one focus palette every year to, you know, really give some more attention to over the rest of my palettes, which if you guys haven't seen, I've been doing a declutter again this year. I will also link that in the card so that you can go check out and see how many palettes I've gotten rid of so far from my collection and just how many palettes in total that I have. It is a lot, so I wanted to go over the goals that I set for this for the past 2 months and share with you guys the progress that I've made so far. Since I wasn't able to update this last month, I do want to say I apologize for not being able to get an update over here on this last month. There's just been so much going on at home. I will also put a video in the cards for you guys. It's a recent life update video. I highly recommend you go check it out so you can see, understand what's been going on in my personal life at home. There's been some very hard challenges happening in my life lately, so I really am still trying to be consistent as possible and to just continue to bring you guys content as often as I possibly can, on top of working a full-time job as well as what's been going on at home. Since I wasn't able to update this last month, we were in fact able to hit another pan in her, so at least I'm excited and I've made some good progress on her. So that gives me a total of 2 pans so far in my 2022 PTP. I'm not going as fast as I was last year's on, let's say, Huda Beauty's formula. Let me tell you, the formula on Too Faced eyeshadow palettes is rather difficult to pan. These shades are very densely packed, so it does make it a little more challenging to hit pan. But I did recently hit pan in the shade For Real as well. So that is my newest pan. It's that really beautiful coppery champagne metallic shade. And then I also have hit pan in the shade Bare It All from my first update with you guys. So we hit 2 pans in her so far. Nonetheless, it's still progress. Not necessarily as fast as I once used to, but I'm still making progress on her. So I'm definitely, proud of myself and excited that I've at least hit 2 pans. Now I do have some different lighting going on right now, so hopefully you're still able to really see the progress that I've made so far. And as you can also tell, I do have a really nice dip going on Sharing is Caring, as well as Teddy Bear right here. Let me go ahead and I'm going to look down at my notes and go over my seasonal goals, my seasonal focus shades with you guys, and we're going to go ahead and set some new goals for the new season of spring, of course. As you guys know, I decided to no longer keep track of my progress on my PTPs by keeping track with tallies, only because it's just rather difficult for me to remember to jot down every time I use it. I did do that for the first 2 years, but I have since decided to no longer keep track of my use on my PTPs by tallies. But again, I did hit another pan, and I hit pan in the shade For Real, and I do still keep track of the dates that I hit the pan. So I officially hit pan on For Real on 3/15, so March 15th, since we didn't update it last month, which also makes 85 pans towards my 101 pans project, which is really exciting. I'm getting really close to 101 pans. Finally, I so desperately need to sit down and do an update on the 101 pans since I did restart that. What I'm going to do is, since I am in the process of decluttering some palettes right now, I'm going to wait until my declutter is all over and then probably pick up the 101 pans and start by picking all new palettes again, since some of the palettes that were in that last round of 101 pans have since been decluttered. So I think we're just going to go in and start all over again and pick 4 more palettes or 5 more palettes for that project. But I will put a playlist of the current 101 pans that I have in the cards for you guys. So yes, For Real makes pan number 85 towards my 101 pans. Super exciting. So my monthly goal for the month of March was to create 4 looks with it, and I did complete that goal. And then for April, it was to create 3 looks with it, which I also completed that goal. My seasonal goal for the spring, now I'm looking down because I did already set seasonal goals for spring over on Instagram, so I'm just kind of going off of my notes from that. So my seasonal goal for spring was to hit pan on either transition shade and a shimmer. So I'm trying to hit pan on either the Snuggle is Real or Sharing is Caring and any one of these shimmers during the spring season. For the winter, my seasonal goal was to hit 3 pans, which we hit 2, so 2 out of 3, not bad, but we did not meet that goal. My 6-month goal is to hit 8 pans, you guys. I don't know how, because we are officially in the 5th month now. We're in May, so that gives me 1 more month to hit 6 pans on here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So actually what I'm going to do is change the 6-month goal right now to something more achievable for myself, because you guys know I like to set small, short-term, achievable goals on my PTPs so that it helps me with progression and making me feel like I'm motivated and actually seeing progress on the palettes. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it to, instead of 8, I'm gonna set it for 5. So that means I have 3 more pans that I'll have to hit. I really need to get busy and just make sure to use her almost every day this month if I expect to see any pans, which I am very, very close to hitting pan in the shade Teddy Bear right here. And I do feel like I can hit pan in the shade Sharing is Caring relatively soon too. So we'll see. My year-end goal is, of course, to hit pan on every shade in here. We'll see how that goes. We still have over half of the year to go. And my biggest goal is to finish any shade in the palette. We'll see how well I'm able to do if I'm able to finish completely any one of these pans. I'm hopeful that I can do that because the pans are relatively small. They're not the biggest size pans. So if anyone I might be able to finish would probably be Bare It All, but we shall see nonetheless. So my seasonal focus shades for spring are Embarrassed, right here, this beautiful pink shade, Lace Teddy, which is the real pretty creamy metallic pink shade next to Embarrassed, and Fuzzy Wuzzy, which is this real dark chocolatey rich brown matte shade. So I can really kind of actually create looks with just those three alone. And those are the three seasonal focus shades that I gave myself for spring. For Real was also one of my seasonal focus shades, but since I hit pan and For Real, I went ahead and chose Fuzzy Wuzzy, and I just kind of gave myself 3. But I think I'm going to go ahead and push that up to 4, so I'm going to go ahead and pick one more shade. Which my 4th shade, I'm going to go ahead and pick the shade Stuffed right here. So again, it's Embarrassed, Lace Teddy, Fuzzy Wuzzy, and Stuffed are my 4 spring seasonal focus shades. So we'll see how well I'm able to do on if I'm able to hit any more pans or hit pans on those seasonal shades or just hit any more pans in general. And my overall thoughts for my 2022 PTP are so far so very good. Again, it's a small palette, but even though these pans are small, they are still very densely packed in there, making it rather difficult to hit pan. The shades perform beautifully on the eye. I haven't had any issues with patchiness or hard to blend or like the shades not blending together. It's actually a very beautiful palette, and I have no problems with blendability or picking up the shimmers or anything like that. It really is a great pan that palette for this year. So again, I do apologize for not being able to come over here and update this project last month. There's just been so much going on at home. It's definitely been challenging to say the least at home, and plus I work a full-time job, also making it more of a challenge for me. And I'm hoping that I'm able to get this update up for you guys relatively early on in the month of May, so fingers crossed for that. If I didn't mention it already, my new monthly goal for the month of May on the palette is to really focus on the pink shades. So I really want to focus on Embarrassed and Lace Teddy as an extra added step, even though they are seasonal focus shades as well. I really want to take an added extra step and have those be my monthly goal for the month of May, is to just focus on the pinks this month. Especially it's May, pinks and stuff go really good on my skin tone. In the spring and summer, I feel, or basically all year round really. So I know for the end of the winter months, I was really kind of relaxed and laid back on the project, just kind of enjoying the palette for what it is. So it's spring, now that spring is here, I really want to go ahead and pick back up the pace a little bit and make sure that I am in fact reaching for her often and using the actual shades that I set as my seasonal focus shades, as well as like my monthly goals, and you know, kind of get back into focus on this palette again so that I can see some more progress out of her and possibly hit some more pans. So that's everything for this update and this video, you guys. I just really wanted to hop on, make it a point to do an update on my PTP, share the progress with you guys, share some of my goals and what my plans are for the spring season on her. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know, how well do you think I have done so far on my PTP? Do you think I should have more progress by now? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like it. And until next time, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye. Bye.
We are